Hey everyone, Salil here. Welcome back to the journey. Today I'm going to tell you about 5 swaps that you can make today that will improve your health, help the planet, and save you a bit of that money as well. This channel is all about making small steps together to achieve our goal. And these are all things that I've done personally in the last few years, and I haven't looked back since. Number 1, washing up liquid. The term washing up liquid has practically become synonymous with fairy liquid. You don't even think about it, right? You run out of washing up liquid, you go to the shop and you just pick up some fairy. Well, despite its oh so angelic name, is the baby a fairy? Fairy liquid is more like demon liquid. Fairy is made from crude oil. That's right, that black stuff that we desperately want to keep in the ground. Not only that, but if you check the label, it says that fairy is harmful to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. Now, I checked online and it looks like our sewage system isn't capable of filtering this out before it gets to the ocean. So it goes to the ocean, the fish and all the other aquatic life interact with it, and we eat the fish, so not good. Now, there are some pretty awesome sustainable alternatives out there, but for now, I'd recommend eCover. eCover is entirely plant-based, has refilling stations across the UK, so technically it's zero waste, and most importantly, it's non-toxic to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. But is it as good? Well, I've been using it for 3 years now, and it's been pretty great. The only thing I'd say is that the lather doesn't really last as long as fairy, but it cleans just as well, and that doesn't really bother me so much. It's available in most major supermarkets in the UK, and is roughly 80p more expensive than fairy liquid. So if you can afford it, it would go a long way. The bottle price in Tesco may be more expensive, but if you look at the 5-litre refills available on Amazon, eCover actually comes out on top. So it's safer, more eco-friendly, and costs less. So we could buy fairy liquid, or we could buy eCover instead.
Yeah, that's better.
Number 2, water bottles. Getting a reusable water bottle is definitely cheaper and more sustainable than getting those single-use water bottles that start degrading really quickly and then tasting funky. Now, I had one of these for about 4 years, and I've seen a lot of other people have them too. They claim to be BPA-free, which is good because it harms your endocrine system. But ultimately, from what I read online, all plastic starts degrading and leaching into the food or drink that we put in it, and water bottles are no exception. And the leaching gets worse the older the plastic gets and the warmer it gets. So it's kind of crazy how much food and drink we put in this substance, especially stuff like ready meals. So what's the Salil alternative? Salil alternative? Salternative? The glass water bottle. Glass does not leach into the food or drink you put in it, and it takes a lot longer to degrade than plastic does. And it's infinitely recyclable. Problem is, it's a bit heavier and it can break. My partner found this last year, and the bottle is really great. The design looks really nice, it's entirely glass on the inside with a plastic lid, and it's got this nice rubber casing to help if you do end up dropping it. A glass water bottle is slightly more expensive than a plastic reusable or single use, but considering the plastic ones will start tasting funky at some point, I estimated about 3 years use for reusable plastic, you do save quite a bit over the long term if you go with the glass. So you could buy a plastic bottle, or you could buy a glass one.
Yeah, that's better.
Number 3, renewable energy for electricity. This has been a legit option in the UK for many years now. It's about the same price as the non-renewables, and it only takes a few clicks to switch over to it. So it seems like a no-brainer, right? Unfortunately, the energy meltdown from last year meant that most people couldn't switch to a new deal or even upgrade their existing deal, and a number of energy firms went bust as well. However, the latest price cap change in July has meant that new deals are finally coming back on the market. Now, I'm no expert on whether you should fix a new deal or not, but the real expert does say that if you can get a deal below the current price cap, it might be good to fix it now. I moved to a new place last year and I got put onto the existing supplier, which is Shell, who luckily offer renewable energy electricity as standard for all their tariffs. Now, if you are considering changing your deal or getting a new one, here are the companies that offer renewable energy as electricity. we could buy non-renewable electricity.
Yeah. Or
We could buy renewable energy electricity.
Oh, I gotcha.
Number 4, experience gifts. There are so many things to celebrate every year. There's birthdays, Valentine's Day, anniversaries, weddings, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Siblings Day, all kinds of stuff and more. Rather than getting a boxed gift, which could be a bit of a gamble if they haven't directly asked for it, you could try getting an experience gift instead. Virgin Experiences have some really great stuff, and you can tailor it to people's interests as well. Most people love good food, but there's also cool stuff like photography tours, falconry, cooking classes, and spa breaks. Did you know that research has shown that people value experiences a lot more than they value possessions? Some examples. Afternoon tea for 2 from £36. Man United Stadium tour for 1 adult and 1 child, £40. Falconry taster for 2, £45. And a spa day with massage at the Burnham Beaches Hotel in Buckinghamshire for 1, £79. So we could buy boxed gifts that may never end up getting used and just lay there.
or
We could get an experience gift where you can create a nice memory and it's more sustainable.
yeah, that's better.
And now number 5, and probably the most important, toilet paper. Toilet paper, loo roll, bog roll, whatever you want to call it, is another fairy liquid-esque product. It's something that you don't really think about. You go to the supermarket and you buy some, and as long as it looks soft and clean and is not too expensive, then that's it. It's done. Well, most commercial toilet papers contain chlorine to bleach the paper white, which is a skin irritant, formaldehyde, which is used to strengthen the paper, which is a known carcinogen, petroleum-based mineral oils and paraffin to make it soft and to make it smell nice, also a known carcinogen, BPAs, which are found in recycled toilet paper, EEK, which can affect your hormones, and the worst of all, PFAs, which are called forever chemicals, because once they get in your body, it takes a long time for them to leave, and they can cause cancer, asthma, and a whole load of other horrible things. Don't believe me? Check this article from The Guardian. So what's this alternative? Cheeky Panda toilet paper. It's made from bamboo, which is way more eco-friendly than making toilet paper from trees, because it grows a lot faster than trees, which can take years to come back. It comes in paper wrapping, which can also be recycled. And best of all, it doesn't contain BPAs, chlorine, formaldehyde, or any of the harmful nasties that you find in most commercial toilet paper. It's even vegan, because apparently the glue used to stick that last bit of toilet paper sometimes contains animal products. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to find Cheeky Panda in Tesco or Sainsbury's, only in Waitrose. But you can order it online in bulk, so the price can work out well for you. It's a little bit more expensive than the toilet paper you can find in the supermarket, but if you order in bulk, that price per unit can come down. And if you can afford it, it would make a huge difference to your own health and to the environment. The way I see it, the more of us that buy this stuff and create more of a market for it, the lower the prices will come down. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts about the 5 swaps I talked about today. If you end up swapping to them, let me know and I'll be so happy. And if you've got any suggestions for your own simple sustainable swaps, I'd love to hear about it and even make a video about it too. World love from Salil.